Welcome back to our Big Picture Questions video series. I'm Brian Abernathy, an elder here at Emmaus Church, a parent of two, and a volunteer teacher in Emmaus Kids Ministry. In these videos, we're going to walk through the big picture questions from the Gospel Project curriculum that we use in Emmaus Kids. This unit's question is, who is king? The answer is Jesus is king forever, and he rules over the world. We say often that Jesus is the king around Emmaus, but what does that mean? Only a few months removed from our most recent presidential election, my kids at 8 and 10 have grown very aware of the idea of national leadership and have asked a number of questions about what it is. National leaders today, and really always, can be good or bad. They come and go, but Jesus is the king forever. He is now and always will be. Psalm 115:3 says, "Our God is in heaven, and he does all that he pleases." If we think of this through an earthly lens, it may sound a little bit dogmatic and heavy-handed, but we have to remember one of our other big picture questions: why did God create everything? He created everything for his glory and for our good, so we can forever trust that Jesus is a good king. He never stops working for the good of his people. We see this reality of his ruling over the world throughout all of Scripture. We also see that King Jesus entrusts others as stewards of his rule in some areas. Daniel 4 tells us the Most High, that's Jesus, rules the kingdom of men and gives it to whom he will and sets over it the lowliest of men. So even when a human is in a place of power or on a throne on earth, Jesus is still the king over them. There are a few great points we can make with our kids. First off, authority or headship is a God-ordained reality that exists for our good. Everyone is subject to some form of authority. Children to parents and parents to God. Church members to pastors, pastors to God, and so forth. We also, in unique ways, steward our authority to others on a daily basis. I trust my girls' teachers and administrators at school, not just to teach them, but to protect them and care for them each day. And if they fail in that, I will most certainly look to hold them accountable. We also find in this question and answer a source of hope and confidence that we can lean on as parents and also teach our kids to lean on. We can find peace when we are in a difficult or chaotic situation in life. No matter what we may be going through, no matter what trust we may or may not have in earthly leaders, we can always trust we have a good king who is always doing his will, and that's always for our good. As parents, we get to train or disciple our kids to trust the goodness of our king by vocalizing the times in our lives when we're stressed or fearful or uncertain, and stating clearly that we may have worry, but we are prayerfully trusting King Jesus, who is always on his throne. I hope this big picture question helps you have some big picture conversations with your kids.